Welcome to Triple Option Radio. I'm Matt Sullivan alongside Rhett Prentice and Jack Abbott. Today we're talking about the recap of the Giants 49ers game that ended miserably for the San Francisco fans. Kyle Williams was the guy to blame in this one. Guys, what were your initial thoughts on the 49ers kind of blowing this thing?
This game played out a lot like I thought it was going to, except it was the Giants who got the breaks going their way and not the 49ers. I think you have both those Kyle Williams muffed punts. But then also, there were two times that Eli threw a couple of just ducks up in the air that all season the 49ers have picked off, but twice their defenders ran into each other going for the ball.
Right.
Yeah.
And, it's those, you just take those four plays in general and switch them around, and then, obviously just the one Kyle Williams played in overtime decided the game, but...
That's the thing about Eli Manning is every game it seems like, I've started watching this, he'll throw at least one ball up that it's kind of, if not hoping for a completion, he's hoping for pass interference. And, this is the one defense you think that they're going to capitalize on it. That's what they do. They capitalize on turnovers.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. For whatever reason, sometimes it's just dumb luck and the breaks don't fall your way. I tell you what, though, when this game got tight and it was nobody could move the ball on offense in the overtime period and down the 3-minute stretch in the fourth quarter, I said it's going to be a big punt return or a turnover.
Yeah.
That's going to change this game.
It's going to be some play like that.
Yeah, because neither offense, they were both anemic. The grass was wet and muddy, and nobody was getting any traction. Nobody could drive the ball. The offensive line couldn't get any push, and that's what happened. Kyle Williams, son of White Sox GM Kenny Williams, I didn't know that until the other day, he just messed up, lost the game. And I read a post on Barstool that he did it in college, too, and this guy is just not who you want back there in that situation.
Well, they'd rather have Ted Ginn. You never think that he's the guy they would miss, but...
That's exactly what I was thinking. And the fact that I thought the game was, going to be even. Like, I knew it was going to be a kind of a coin flip come down to the end, and it was going to come down to who turns the ball over more. And the Giants, 0 turnovers, San Francisco 2, Kyle Williams just flat out. And the thing that really pissed me off about Kyle Williams was the fact that he knew it hit his knee, and he didn't go for it. He pretended like it didn't, but he knew. He friggin' knew it hit his knee,
Yeah. No, if I was his teammate, I would be upset that A, he didn't field the ball cleanly, and then B, that he acted like a chump and tried to fake everyone out. That's stupid. You got to man up to your mistakes. Not only that, put in the effort and go dive on the ball.
Right, I'll give him that, though, but he heard the ref blow the whistle the second they picked it up, and so he tried to sell it.
Yeah.
And you got to give him some credit there.
I guess.
We shouldn't even been near the ball in the first place if he was going to let it bounce like that, but that was a quick whistle right away.
True. One of the best...
You got to tip your cap to the Niners, too, because they didn't, as a team, lose that game. It was, more so than the Ravens, I think it came down to an individual, because I feel like if they didn't mess up on special teams, it might have gone to a second overtime period. I mean, who knows? Both teams were playing well.
I got to give props to 49ers defense. Not only were they the best defense in the NFL this season, but the fact that Victor Cruz was all over them the first half, literally catch after catch after catch, and they shut him down completely in the second half. Victor Cruz was nowhere to be found, and Eli struggled. He had time and time again, he had chances to drive down the field to win the game, and he couldn't do it. And it took a huge turnover late in overtime for them to win it.
I do want to give Eli a little credit, though, because he was getting beat up in this game.
Oh, yeah.
And was able to step back up and make some big plays after it. And I think that's really important, especially in light of last week, because you saw Aaron Rodgers get pressured and beat up, and he started looking at the line of scrimmage and not downfield. And that game got away from him. So
yeah,
absolutely, and that's what we've seen out of Eli is that toughness. Is that he doesn't care if he gets hit. He's going to take his lumps and throw the ball. But I think the biggest factor in this game, and this is something we talked about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, when the Saints were going into San Francisco, is we thought the turf team, the indoor team, would struggle outdoors. I think it's pretty evident that the Giants' offense struggled outdoors. And maybe not so much that it was outdoors, but that the turf itself, the grass, was slick and muddy and coming apart. Their offense is predicated on hitches and 10-yard digs. And the ability, how many times has Cruz throughout the course of this year caught a ball on a hitch, planted, and turned the opposite way out of it?
Yeah.
He's spun. That's how they do it. And they get that leverage, and the running backs are built on it too. And I think that's what they struggled from. Eli,
they also benefited from that, though. I mean, there were a couple of plays where I saw Carlos Rodgers fall down against a turn,
Yeah.
Right, and that's the thing. I mean, that does happen. But I'm saying, in general, their offense wasn't as fluid as it normally is. And I think a lot of it had to do with the conditions.
Yeah, and Victor Cruz himself is one of those guys that he gets that really good traction and has good breaks out of 10, 15 yards. And he's one of the best receivers in the NFL at extending plays. When a play's broken, he'll find an opening. He's great at that. But, I mean, 49ers had a way of covering him in the second half, even on broken plays. So my hat off to the 49ers this season.
Yep. It would be like Wes Welker playing on a grassy, muddy grass. You know, it's the same kind of guy.
Yeah,
They get
similar.
open, they catch the ball, and then they break tackles.
Yeah, very similar. Well, look, yeah, I mean, the spread on this thing was 3 in the favor of the 49ers and went the other way. 3-point game, 20-17 final. It's an interesting game. I can't believe the Giants have been on this kind of roll again. It looks like 2007 all over again, and that's the matchup that we're going to be seeing in the Super Bowl. Well, I think we'll cap this one off here, guys. TripleOptionRadio.com. Check back for more videos, more blogs. Thanks for tuning in. Leave your comments as well. You know, did Kyle Williams blow this thing by himself, or was it a team effort? You know, what were your thoughts? And thanks, guys, for tuning in.
See ya.